Now to find a spot for the log monster ride. Luckily it's only 4x1, but that still might be a challenge to fit it somewhere down here. Of course I can always put it up as well, but maybe not, because the battle with it, or actually wasn't even a battle, just an encounter with it, happened on flatland in a or actually no, it wasn't a bamboo forest, it was in like a decrepit forest with mostly dead looking trees. Can it fit below that thing? Nope. There's one spot down there, but can I fit entrances and exits? That's another question altogether. But that's pretty close to all of this already, so let's try somewhere further over here. Maybe there, right next to the photo op. Can always do the pathways through the mountains. Bloop. And we only have 2 choices for the entrance and exit. I guess I can change them later. Let's try that for now. And then we check the amount of rotations this one has. 11 swings. Is that the maximum? No sir, we can go all the way up to 15. Let's try that for size. Then build the pathways. Connect them there and here. perfect timing. The jungle theme from Terraria started playing, so now we can open it with 15 rotations. The log monster awakens or swings, and I did the pathways through the mountains here from both sides. Here it's going under and over the coasters and through some of those mountains, and on this side mostly through the mountains, but there you can walk past the ghost train thingy. Watch as it flies by. And also managed to hire a new security guard. For some reason it let me do that. Oh, looks like there would have been one here free. It doesn't have a area, but anyway, I got a new one and put it in here. Oh, wait a minute, it should be this one, unless it's like reusing the... I think it might be reusing the numbers. No, it isn't, it's 66. Then why is it not after 65 here? Where is it? Is it not visible on the list? Oh, there it is. For some reason it's between Forseti and Jamie. What the hell? The other ones are like alphabetic. A, B, C, D, E, F, and then S. What the hell? And for the handyman, I took one of these guys that didn't have an area. We only have one left, so let's hope I can hire more at some point. And the mechanic is the same guy that's handling the plane crash up there. Then let's do the helicopter drop with the roto thing. Let's do it over here in the flatlands, because that's where they crashed. It's not going to be as exciting looking over there though. Of course I could always do it somewhere over here, but that is a big enough space even for a new coaster or something, so maybe I'll save that for that and use this here instead. I'm trying to remember, did they crash anywhere near any water? I don't think so. So it should maybe over here. Can save that for something else. Let's put her there, so I have a little bit of room around it to maybe build a building or something. That there, and where do you have the nearest mechanic? Let's put the exit that way. It's instantly covered by the King Kong mechanic. Another fitting song. This is the African Safari from Epic Pinball. Although there is a jungle level, the song for that would have been more appropriate, but I don't remember if I have it on this playlist, because it's a slower one. Usually like to select more upbeat ones. But how tall to make the helicopter drop? If you think about it, it should be the highest ever, because you're falling from a freaking helicopter. Then again, they weren't flying that high because Kong was able to swat them down with his huge hands. It's compared to the others. This one's 80 meters. And didn't I have another one somewhere around here? And that's an elevator. Wasn't there a Thor's hammer drop? I'm trying to hide the numbers, but I can't because I have this open. There we go. Where my rotor drop? There you are. And that is 96 meters. And there's probably a third one. I think I went through the same thing when I built those hammer drop. But where on this one? Yeah, this is the smallest one with 51 meters. Let's try maybe something around 70. How much is it now? Looks like it's a little bit taller than the obelisk here, maybe. Yeah, like one piece taller, maybe. Hard to say, hard to say. Let's, in the meantime, switch these into jungle. And speaking of the entrances, I used jungle entrances for this, even though it's a log monster, so the log cabin entrance would have made most sense. But it already looks very loggy with those colors. How many meters is that? 62. Maybe we'll leave it at that. Then the queue line goes all around. Do I want to leave space between the ride and the queue for some decorations, or between the queue line and the pathway? Depends if I want to make a building or not. But how to make a helicopter-looking building? I don't know. Same thing. This here is gonna be very challenging, turning it into a plane. Let's go around it. Put that there. Check the settings. I guess it could go with any load. Open up the chopper crash. Or Huey would be a good military term, because they were military choppers or helicopters. They weren't Black Hawks like that movie Black Hawk Down, because I don't think that model was invented yet, but they were like the same that they use in Vietnam War. Don't remember what those were called though. Chopper crash. Get to the chopper crash. Get to the chopper crash. Although that would be fitting, because Arnold was in Predator, which took place in the jungle. Get to the chopper crash. Fuck it. Let's do that. And color it. This would be a military Vietnam chopper, so it would be green. Camouflage green. Something like that. And then the this could represent Kong's head, so it would be like black or dark brown. And that would be the ground, meaning green. Or it could be fiery explosion red. Yeah, let's leave it like that. It pops out more, although I'm probably gonna build a building around it. Would this be better as black? Gorilla style. It would stand out more from all the brown that we have around here. But Kong isn't that dark of a black. Maybe I'll do it like that. No need to fix the pricing. And then we just need some Q-line TVs. A few lights here and there. And it's good. For now, of course, until I build some theming. More than this random jungle stuff that was already here from the beginning of the park. One slight change to the name is needed. Get to the chopper. Chopper, 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 chopper. I wonder if I could build a big water buffalo with scenery items and put some ride inside it. Maybe the 3D cinema. Or that could be like a secret monarch base somewhere inside the mountain. Then again, I think this was the first time that monarch visited the island, because it was undiscovered. Or who knows? How about a gentle ride, crooked house? It could be like water ox innards or something stupid like that. How about the spiral slide? It could be like sort of sliding down the water buffalo's tail or whatever. Yeah, I could make it like sitting, standing only on its front legs. And this would be somehow hidden inside it. The front legs could be here, and then this would be back here. Let's try that. Bloop. Entrance and exit. Let's check the mechanics. Let's put the exit on that side. Entrance. Yeah, I need to not make it too wide. But I also want to fit the queue line inside the water buffalo, maybe. Although it doesn't have to be that long. Let's put it there. And the queue line is, of course, green. Just do it this way. Few blocks, doesn't have to be that long. Just do like that, and then the exit goes there. Get rid of that piece. Put down some benches. I'm starting to hate how the view resets. They should really add a button to reset it manually, and always keep it the way you've set it. Some of those there. 10 minutes is automatic, maximum people 5, single, of course, because it's freaking free. And then this is jungle style. Water buffalo is again a boring brown color. Some green maybe, or it was looking really old though, like thousands of years old, so it could be like gray and stuff. Although probably not going to be seen once I build the water buffalo around this thing. What does this color affect? Is that the ground? Yeah, that'll be green. Let's try swapping them out. No, that was better. Water. Although, because it's a water buffalo, maybe I should have used the water slide for this. Oh well. There's not much space for a big water slide here. Unless I make a really short one. And then we also have this lake here, so I could do some boats in there. But we only have the submarine and the rowing boats. I've only used this once, though. But the submarine doesn't really make sense, because they just arrived there and it's a river or lake, so you wouldn't really fit a submarine in there unless it's like one of those small robotic ones. Can these go without a track? Don't think so, but let's see. And open. Wait a minute. Oh, they crash! Holy shit! I didn't know they crash. I guess it's because I have an option here somewhere that you can test rides even if they're incomplete, but they crash! Holy shit! What's the logic in that? They would just sink to the bottom of the ocean, and maybe then, if the pressure is too, or river in this case, if the pressure is too high, then they would buckle, but they freaking explode like that. Jesus Christ. Well, there's not much room for a track here, so then that just leaves the rowing boats, but do I want to use them again? They're so lame. Raft is way too big. Maybe I'll just make a little small track for that stuff. I can try and expand it this way, but then I have to build waterways for it. Or maybe just build another ride entirely and have it themed as Kong versus the Squid, but then Kong would have to be pretty huge if I'd ever build him or something. Maybe I'll just not do any ride there. Let's do a circus, not as part of the Skull Island thing, but the Kong theming over here. I could do a circus here. And that would be Carl Denham showing Kong off as the 8th wonder of the world. Super expensive tickets and all that. That would be a good spot there, but not enough room for a queue. Then again, this thing is so lame that hardly any people ever queue for it, so let's just put it there. Log cabin jungle style. This could be actually much more colorful than the other ones that have to be green and brown. Maybe the classic circus colors like that. Let's try that combo, then add the queue line over here, nothing too long. Was there a choice of... nope, no choice of the attraction. It's just a circus show. Half load maybe. And then we... that needs to test. Are they using like a test audience or whatever? Kong! The 8th wonder of the world. This is probably way too long, yeah. Unless I take Kong out. Booyah. Maybe an exclamation point. Yes. No test results yet. Let's put some of these on it. Few lamps. And then we just wait for the results and think of something to build here, perhaps. So now I have 1, 2, 3 thrill rides. And 2 gentle ones, so I could do another gentle one. Then again we have this monster truck thing over here and the Jurassic River. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave this area open and build like a boneyard there or something with Kong's dead parents. Still no test results on the freaking circus. It's so boring. No one wants to even go into a test run of it.